start here.
Yeah. Maybe then put the queen on g1 and try to harass the knight or something. Something like that. I mean, if black has to play something like e6, then this would go to
yeah, then you have big weaknesses.
I mean, I think Kien is very good. These kinds of positions.
So f5, trying to get some play. Queen takes f5. Yeah, this always felt somehow tremendously boring for black.
Yeah.
To my mind, white always has the bishop pair. It always seems like an endgame where the only question is if black can somehow hold bishop d3, utilizing the pin here. So we can't take on d3. Queen back to d7. Queen e2. Now we can take on d3, but with so many pawns on black squares, we don't want to enter that endgame. But even so, now white has the choice of entering with his bishop, but still, slowly but surely, makes Luft first. King h8. Yeah, looks like a difficult position for black. Also, Bray has 8 minutes left against 53, which maybe shows how bad it is. I mean, there are so many ways for white to improve. We can maybe jump with the bishop to c6, then just maybe queen c4, and then build up a3 b4 maybe. Kick this knight away, and then then it's just looking bad actually.
Hard to find a plan for black.
Yeah, so we have to predict a win for here and here. And that would mean actually quite a bad. No. Who's? Oh, okay. Health made in one. Scheiße. So okay, let's go back to the main event of the evening. A bad finish to the tournament by Bray, who was doing quite well for a while. Yeah, but up until the time he played Gummi, I mean, if he had been Gummi, he would be tight at the top, but instead he's lost some games in a row now. e5, very clumsy blunder yesterday against Hjörvar. Queen e3, knight takes d2, queen takes d2, e4, and f3. We should note that, I mean, white has had rook a1 available for a while, but we just take it off. Most likely that should be okay for black, maybe more than that. Just protect d6. I think the rooks work quite okay here.
Or even just take on c4 and rook c1 and
yeah, of course, maybe. Yeah, we're starting rook c1.
At least that's one.
Yeah, it must be. I mean, should be hard to lose.
But can you take on c4 after f3?
Yeah, I did play after here. Which is 9-9. Rook takes c4.
What happens?
Okay, white maybe. No, then we'll take a b1 maybe. No, maybe it's better. Well, it doesn't matter. Either way, white gets the c file. But is that really so scary? I'm not sure. Now, do we want to stay on the e pawn? Maybe some of this.
Yeah.
But
maybe you can also take on e4 and give a check on d4.
yeah, you can win the pawn back. Like this, you have knight f6, then we can win the b pawn. Yeah, this is also has a trap with rook b6 or rook a7, and I can play queen d4.
Yeah, might put some here.
And then take on this hangs. So maybe it's dangerous to give up the c file.
I actually don't really like black's king's position.
No, I agree.
I like
Shout out to Ole Kjær in Thailand if he's watching. Good miss, brother.
He's definitely watching.
He's definitely watching. I hear he has a medic on hand in case he has a heart attack. Yeah, well, there are some interesting games in the challenges also. Oh, not very important for. Yeah. So bet Magnus after leading for most of the tournament. Get some tough pairings towards the end against some promising youngsters. Yeah, it's +5. Wow.
Yeah, he sacrificed this queen. Some crazy man. He made this crazy move, knight g4.
Wow.
I don't understand.
Yeah, it's too much. So we have Davíð Kjartansson tied with Sigurður Sigfússon. And it's actually interesting maybe because at the same time Lenka and Hallgerður are battling for the women's title.
Yeah.
Was this the Karakan? Yeah, that was what I was expecting. This 95. This is some idea from Secrets of Opening Surprises book. Yeah, let's just have these positions ready. This is Sigurður Sigfússon against Hallgerður. That's board 2. Sigurður is leading with 6 points, along with Davíð Kjartansson. He played this unusual 95 move here. F6, D4, G6, 97, F4. Usually, Sigurður Sigfússon is quite aggressive. A6. On the other hand, Hallgerður can be quite solid, so a clash of styles here. Knight E6, Queen E2, Queen G7, F3. Looking like a stonewall for white, where we actually took on D4. Bishop F5, bishop takes, pawn takes, Knight H4, and then E6. So a very solid structure for black. Making the important E4 square. So at this moment looks quite okay for black. Rook H3, Knight B7, Bishop E3. Okay, objective looks okay, but even still I would be worried against Sigurdardóttir. And H5 probably probably too weakening. Yeah, we give away a bit this d5 square, and maybe immediately wants to jump with it to the knight here. b7, knight d3, d6, the other knight to e5, and that's the position.
Do you think you play knight f2, king g1, knight h1,
knight f2, king h1, and then jump with the knight to g3 to attack this weakness that black just made. Yeah, so maybe it's best to actually put the other knight on e4 at some point to combat that. Yeah, but this looks... Black sort of lacks counterplay. Needs to start going on the queen set or something. Otherwise it will be slow death. Let's see if we have moves. Not only one move there, so no rush. Okay, we have big news. Big news. Let's have a look at... no spoilers. Stefansson Danielsen, rook b8, bishop c1, bishop g5, which Hannes took, queen takes c6, rook takes b2, and it looks like Hannes with the white pieces, move 31, 30 moves have been reached, offered a draw which Henrik accepted, so we have a new Icelandic champion. Ole! Wow. You can start drinking, or continue drinking. Wow, Ole! Gummi is Icelandic champion.
Wow.
Congratulations to Gummi Kjartans. Yeah, well deserved, and I think everybody was rooting for that to happen. So now, actually, it doesn't matter what happens in Hjörvar against Gummi. Gummi can even lose. But, however, now, more importantly for Gummi, he's playing for GM run.
Yeah, he is. He has to win.
So no, only a draw.
Only a draw? Okay.
Yeah. So he needed one out of the remaining 2 games. He made a draw yesterday. So hopefully he can keep the balance. I mean, it looks quite balanced. So a draw here in Stefansson Danielsen. I mean, there's nothing to play for really. Black will just attack this pawn. White will get this pawn, and then we have 3 against 3 on the king set, heavy pieces. There's no way to do anything against the fellow grandmaster, so Hannes didn't even try. Plus he's 12-time champion, so not really not the biggest disaster in the world for him not to win. So now, so the game is still important. He took on c4, actually. Here was started by taking on e4. And that's the current position. Yeah. Interesting to see. I mean, there are 3 computers evaluating this on the homepage in Chess Arena. And it's interesting to see the evaluation. Houdini has it around equal, Komodo about half a pawn, but Stockfish a full pawn for white. And I was talking to Hjörvar the other day, and he says he prefers Stockfish actually when he's analyzing positions.
He actually played the move Stockfish suggested.
Okay. Yeah, the reason is he says Houdini too many times just tries to find equalizing options instead of while Stockfish is trying to find some ways to go forward actually. Queen g5. Stockfish really likes this for white.
Looks quite scary.
Yeah, I mean there's an immediate threat here. Looks a little bit scary. And I agree with what you said earlier. I don't like the black king.
Yeah, I mean, you could take on c4 and play rook c1 and rook c8.
Yeah. I'm gonna start thinking about Making ideas. Rook takes, rook c6. Okay, I see the idea. But it's hard to see maybe. But the idea, okay, we block the c file, otherwise what is penetrating?
Yeah, because
and now we start with queen a7, don't we?
Yeah, but what if he gives a check on d8 instead of taking
Ah. Yeah.
And queen g8?
Yeah, that one can maybe take queen g8. Yeah. And that saves the material. We're off a pawn, so I mean if you take the knight then this is hanging.
Yeah.
And if you take the queen then everything's covered. White can win a pawn. You can take, but it should be equal for black. I mean he can never lose. Just play c5 and put an knight on e5 and that's a fortress, basically more or less. But if you take immediately then black has to find this move, otherwise there's queen d8 check. I mean, okay, for these guys it's nothing to find really, but maybe if you're calculating a few moves ahead, then this is a tricky idea. Yeah, I'm not sure where. King f1 we take, and now this is covered in case of the jack, but still looks.
And maybe you could also give a check on d8 and then on e7 and then take on d6.
Yeah, that's better. Then we have a lot of weak pawns.
Yeah.
Where to put the king? There's also queen. Well, not entirely sure. Yeah, not really. Okay. I mean, I almost want to put it here.
Yeah.
Because g8, if you lose the c6 pawn with the bishop, then check on t5. It's almost game over. But on h6, I mean, we don't want to give mating ideas, although I don't see any immediate mating problems. King g8, take on d6. We have some weak pawns. Kumi has, what, 15 minutes, the new Icelandic champion, but now he's playing for the Grandmaster norm. I'm guessing the congratulations are pouring in on Facebook. You should note that Guðmundur Kjartansson shares initials with GK, Gary Kasparov. Nice initials.
Beast from Baku.
The Beast from Baku means the Beast from the Arbar city. No, Arbar area of Reykjavik city. Yeah, not quite the same ring to it. Either way. But yeah, so let's back up to the current position. And well, since the the excitement has more or less been eliminated from the Masters, it's only about the GM norm, then we can perhaps focus on the candidates also. Let's actually put one of the games here. Paist game. So this one was yeah. No. This game. Rook d7. Yeah, David against Lenka. Yeah, we didn't get around to that game, so let's actually have a look at that. So g3. That's just David Kjartansson. He's possible we could have a Kjartansson winning both the masters and the candidates. G6, knight f3, bishop g7. And yeah, with Kjartansson and Sigfússon tied, I don't think they play a match if they both win. It's actually going to be a tie breaks. And in that case, it's actually decided by results of other players. So I think before the round, Sigurður Daði had a slightly better tiebreak, but you never know. You could have somebody that David beat in the second round playing somebody that Sigurður beat in the second round, and that guy wins, and then that improves David's tiebreak, but hurts the other guy's tiebreak. So I mean, it's out of their control. Here we have sort of a close Sicilian gone bottom system. This Lenka likes to play with white, so she's playing the same system here with black. C3, what wants to maybe think about d4, but black has it well under control. Knight d2, rook e8, a4, e6. And black will try to, well, maybe start with d6, but d5 is what black would like to play eventually. This is what we saw in Gummi Gíslaken's Tjörvar. The black bishop will come to e6 most likely. a6 first, thinking about b5 here. b4, b5, takes, knight e3, cb, bishop to e6, back to c2, trying to organize the d4 break, but black beats him to it with d5. If anything, I think black is what chose here. d4, bishop d2, rook a8, first to the open file, knight a1. Now white wants to maneuver this knight to c5. So this is David Kjartansson against Lenka Tasnikova. First board of candidates. Queen d6, queen c1, king h7, knight b3. Maybe we have to take it now. Oh, we take on b4. Okay, I did not notice that. But we can take on d4 now, maybe. Yeah, that's what it does. Now on b5 as well, so black has lost a pawn there. So maybe well, okay, we take on d3, queen c5. Maybe it's completely equal here. Bishop f1, rook c8, queen e3. That's the position. Okay, yeah, it's more or less evened out here. Symmetrical pawns. So starting to look quite drawish actually. Going back to the first board, something happening there, guys, or?
Yeah, I don't know.
We may be in trouble.
I never meant to cause you trouble. Oh, it didn't go rook c6, which was the computer's first choice, but he went with the second choice. But that choice might not be good enough because of queen e7. Nice, not so bad, because if we move the knight, then the rook to the 7th maybe. And it's very hard to protect this pawn. If we go here, there's queen f6. So how do we protect this knight? Yeah, so look, if Gummi can't fight here, then this will be his first loss. And it would actually make the victory a bit bittersweet if he becomes champion but fails to get the GM norm.
Very, very interesting to win the tournament with only 6.
Yes.
Oh dear.
You need to draw. Yeah, and here unfortunately there's a 30 move rule. I mean, once hand is agreed to a draw, then maybe here I would have agreed to a draw as well. But unfortunately, a few moves later he was doing much better here, and I think the draw was agreed when this position was on the board.
Yeah.
And then here I played queen g5, and that already looks quite dangerous. But here I was thinking here, it's actually hard to imagine anything other than queen e7.
Viktor är búinn að vinna.
Vigni Vatnar won against
Til.
Gylfi, yeah, Oliver against one stage. He won against Gylfi. That might be one of his biggest scalps, or Gylfi might be the highest rated player he beat, or did he beat somebody higher? No, he did well in the regular open. Didn't he? So Gumi is thinking here.
I mean, okay.
Offline? Alright.
What happens after he plays queen e7? Queen take e2.
Just a minute. Yeah, maybe it's not completely.
I mean, even though the computer says
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, people have to figure things out over the board.
Okay, rook somewhere.
Look somewhere. F1 actually looks quite
Yeah,
dangerous
I mean,
because
if he plays, for example, rook c7, then I guess queen d4 is winning for rook.
Are you right? Yes, you're right.
Rook a1 coming.
King f1, and it's a horrible square. With king here, we have to give up. Oh, oops, we have to give up the bishop on f1.
I mean, yeah, queen a1 is probably better.
It's much better. We take on f1 with queen.
Because I can't play rook c7. Yes, the nice one.
With f1, but that has similar ideas.
Yeah.
Because we have the same mate for black now. No, for white.
Yeah. And then I was thinking queen b6 and queen d8 or something.
Yeah, but still there's always play solid. And then this one, black king. We might be able to defend me, I don't know, rook a6. Nah, but no. I wouldn't like to defend this actually, but so here we're thinking about these things. He has 20 minutes against 12. It's funny to see the difference here.
Yeah, it's amazing. I went to the board and Gumi looks very nervous. I was going to shake his hand, but
Yeah, maybe that's
wasn't
premature.
wasn't possible.
Yeah.
But it's very shaky at the moment.
Okay, Hannes, that's game over. We just made some money for Chess Arena. Accidentally clicking your ad, but that's no disaster. That's a nice app to have. Thruster Helgi Ástis looks like a completely dead draw. I mean, okay. Here and Brai, we thought, well, it's already over. Why not quickly see how that wrapped up? No, this is. Yeah, this one, King H8. Yeah, and of course he doesn't even have to prepare before. It just, I mean, there's a pin, so A3, Rook C8, Bishop B5, B4. And there's no good square for this knight really. Knight B3, takes on C7, takes back, and Rook C6. Rook A7, and now double attack. Rook C8 and knight on B3. Yeah, it was already quite difficult. We predicted this, so unfortunately, I had a bad finish to a tournament by Brai, who started off rather solidly. So we just put the position in. See what Dað's game here. Federer is still thinking. So let's see some maybe moves in Sigurður Dað's game. Actually, it's starting to look like it will be really hard for to have this on two boards. Yeah, okay. Queen E3. This is Davíð Kjartansson Lenka. It's starting to look like it's going to be really difficult for Davíð to win here. So perhaps Sigurður Daði is becoming the favorite. 85. Okay, probably this is
Yeah, I mean,
slightly better for white because I mean we have pawns on both sides of the board and he has two knights.
yeah, if she plays something else, then bishop takes d5. She's probably just fine.
Yeah.
I mean, if she takes on d5 and he takes and then d6 and some changes.
Yeah, we don't want to give a
And also leave
pass pawn here. But yeah, there's knight b6 though, so we have to maybe just
Okay, yeah. But if queen f8, knight b6, rook a3.
Yeah, that's a nice saving resource. Rook a3. Yeah, that was taught to me by the backyard professor. Have you seen him?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you have a fork on two pieces, you can make a forcing move with the other one, attack something, and then you get out of it.
Yeah.
I was just watching this video yesterday, so
Okay.
exactly what he was talking about.
You learned something.
I learned something. Thank you, backyard professor. You should look him up. He's both very entertaining and actually makes some sense. I think he's improving rather rapidly.
Yeah.
I subscribed anyway, Knight d5. So yeah, queen f8. So maybe, I mean, it's easy to look at the position, just see a computer evaluation.
Yeah.
This is just nothing for him or good for the other guy. But you have to find the moves over the board, and sometimes there's something hidden that it's just not easy to see. Yeah. So I mean, the easiest thing here is to be afraid of knight b6 and just take on d5.
Yeah, of course.
And okay, take on d5 and play something like knight d4. Well, that's actually pinned, so.
Knight b4.
But then white has something. Take on e5 also. So I don't think she will take on d5 for sure, but But either way, yeah, there's. I mean, the computer has this as its second choice, and I'm guessing because we play 94 and then take on F3. But this is.
I guess you want to go for this.
This just looks so counterintuitive. To put the queen in the line of fire here. I mean, yeah. I wouldn't play this in a blitz game.
No.
Somebody plays like King H1 and I'm like, oh. So 95. So maybe slight initiative for David here.
Yeah.
So maybe we should see how Sigurdal is doing. 22, knight f to e5. And once again, Lenka is leading with half a point in the women's championship. Yeah, against Hallgerður, who's half a point behind. 57. Yeah, but actually, the system with the women's being played along with the candidates. I mean, it's interesting, but it can also be rather unfair. And Hallgerður said so herself, you know, because Lenka is playing all the guys in the top, so maybe if Hallgerður had gotten a lucky pairing in the last round to play somebody weaker than Sigurdal, she could have surpassed Lenka while she played the top seed.
Yeah.
And that wouldn't really be fair, but life isn't fair.
No.
What to do? Queen a7, what to move. So this looks like rather safe positional domination by white, but he still has to find a breakthrough. He has 14 minutes against 10. So, yeah, looks quite promising. Okay, we have a move by Hjörvar. And for Ole Kja, these are great. This is great news. H4. Of course. Because now the computer flips it around. It says slightly better for black.
We should probably try to explain for people watching that in the old days when Gummi was playing, Ole was often more excited when he won than Gummi himself.
Yeah. What do you mean was?
Still is.
Yeah, that's one of the proudest older brother in Iceland. Ole plays himself. I mean, he's around what 1900.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can be quite solid, but suffers from well, how to put it, indecision in some positions. So usually he's in big tangible. Rittarni, biskuðum, nei, Óli, hvað er það að það? Gummi bestir, Saga, Gummi góður, Gummi.
Gummi took immediately.
Took on b2, but that's not the best move. It's not in top 4 here. Oh no, I'm looking at white's. I'm looking at white's best move.
Oh.
Sorry, yeah. Queen takes b2. Of course, we take this pawn. Free pawn. Good diagonal for the queen. Okay, but note, currently white is down 2 pawns. He can regain 1. But the computer evaluates this as like half a pawn for black. So white still has compensation. He has the better king. Probably the more active pieces. So I would like to see move 30 pieces actually. And a draw offered.
Do you think Hjörvar is going to play rook c7? Is that board? I mean, there must be some idea behind h4. Maybe to put the king on h2.
Yeah, maybe he was just worried about some.
Yeah.
Maybe it didn't. I mean, it looks more. You put the rook on the c file.
Yeah.
And it looks more obvious just put it on c7, like with queen e7, rook c7. But it turns out the computer says rook f1 was better with queen e7.
Yeah.
So he maybe calculated what you were looking at and thought some queen d4 check, so
Yeah.
he just wanted to make luft for the king. h4, so...
And if he plays rook c7 now, what can do?
What you gonna do? What you gonna do when I come for you? Yeah, we should note that h4 is...
Oh, there's a check on b6.
Yeah, we'll just pick it off.
Yeah.
I didn't see that. Yeah, but I was thinking about why h4 is better than h3 because well, okay, you can play e3, but at least in some cases where black tries to get play like this, I mean, okay, it's actually horrible. There's check and take, but at least we have the h3 square.
Yeah.
There's no mate on g1, so that's why I played h4.
And also he could play h5 at some point.
Yeah. Also h5 to attack. So rook c7 drops the rook, of course.
And now he played king h1.
So maybe should I try to give him the GM now? Now making well, actually we have an interesting competition between older brothers here because Birgir Getarsson. He's a very big fan of his brother as well.
Yeah.
Usually he's watching in the Reykjavik Open. I mean, he's watching on the demonstration board and nearly fainting. You know, when the computer evaluation swings like tenth of a pawn, and he's like, no, no.
Okay, Gummi played
Queen e5, quite solid. So 9 minutes against. Oh, he took, which means that sort of ends any.
Yeah. I guess he will take on e4 now and try to pick up the b7 pawn. Then.
Yeah, but this should end any chances of black actually losing.
Yeah, I mean.
And I think.
It's move 29.
It's move 29.
Yeah,
So
he took on e4. I'm guessing he will offer.
Yeah.
Or Gummi will play something.
I think actually Hero will offer a draw.
Yeah, maybe. Well, can they agree a draw now or?
No, you have to make a move. Yeah, they have to both make 30 moves. So
the Gummi will play.
Actually, black can play a move and offer a draw here.
Yeah, rook b8 or yeah. I mean, rook b8. He's just a pawn up. He can't even win the b pawn. Can rook b8, rook b1, b5.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, we can just play rook b8, play passive.
I'm guessing he will offer a draw anyway because.
Yeah. And this, I mean, we just play even knight f7, king g7, b5.
I mean, Magnus Carlsen will probably play for a win with black.
Yeah. But Gummi likes to play on. He might even try to win.
Yeah. It wouldn't surprise me.
Even still, I would personally, not that I would ever be in his shoes. Having gotten all that he wants from the tournament, I would just take the draw, relax, and just celebrate.
Yeah.
Icelandic champion 2014. Yeah.
We might also add that if he makes a draw here and secures the GM loan, he's getting quite a sum of money, I think. Both winning the tournament and
Yeah, he gets some prize money, of course, for winning the tournament.
and also for the Norway.
Yeah, there's also some incentive for people to actually get norms. You get 300,000 Icelandic kroners for a GM norm, 100,000 for an IM norm. And yeah, that's roughly $3,000, give or take, for the GM norm. 1,000 for the IM norm. Yeah, I can't remember if the system was. I think I got it once. The IM norm. Can't remember if. Probably the system wasn't established when I got my first norm. But it's a good system. I mean, it gives you some incentive maybe you go play a tournament and you accept some cost, but your plan is to recoup your losses by having a good tournament.
Yeah.
So Gummi's thinking 6 minutes. Is he thinking about, do I want to continue or do I want to offer a draw? He plays rook a2.
I think he was probably thinking about rook b8
Yeah.
and rook a2. And now, I mean, if rook b1 or something, then b5 looks great.
Rook c8 check. King g7 is the only move which we can make immediately. Rook c7 check, king h6. Well, why put on h6? Well, even, probably it's okay though, even. So black is slightly better, but more importantly, no way of losing. So now both the championship and the GM norm seem to be more or less secured. And it also means that he will be the only player going through this tournament undefeated.
Great tournament.
Yeah. And I mean, yeah, we always knew he was capable of such a tournament, but he hasn't been able to put it together, at least in the Icelandic Championship. Very often he's playing good chess in tournaments, but there's always 1 or 2 games where he overextends maybe and
Yeah, sometimes pushes too hard.
pushes too hard. I remember I was really surprised in the Icelandic League when he was just completely outplaying Rosenthalis.
Yeah.
He was on our team, but then overextended
Yeah.
against Rosenthalis. I mean, so he plays for a win.
But I think in this
Against
tournament
everybody.
he's been playing very sensible chess.
Yeah,
Overall.
I agree. So maybe quick look at Dade, which I have here actually. Yeah, Queen a7. He took on b4. Bishop takes, queen takes, and the rook a3. Rook takes a3. Bishop takes a3. So we have some simplification. Hallgerður has to worry about her queen right now. White is threatening just to play her his queen to the first rank and trap it. So maybe something like knight e4 to get the b3 square, but still doesn't matter. Yeah, knight e4. Oh. So when thinking about it, I thought, okay, we want to get the b3 square, but then I thought, can I play queen d1 to get the b3 square? But of course, with a knight on e4, there's knight f2 check. So. Oh, so who offered? Okay, rook c7 check, king h8. Gummi offered to draw, which Trevor accepted. So GM for Gummi and Icelandic Championship.
Great.
Yeah, we're gonna go and congratulate him, maybe. A couple of minutes. Well done, Gummi! Yes. So yeah, new Icelandic champion. I'm actually going to take a longer break than I thought, and then we'll finish the challengers or candidates and see who qualifies for next year. Actually, all the game in the Masters are finished. I think it was a draw between Thurston and Helgi. Looked rather uneventful. Yeah. So all the games in the Masters are finished. So we'll take a break and then we'll just follow the candidates games a little bit, and then we'll just probably wrap up. So I'll see you in about 10 minutes.
Whoa!
Ég ætla að zooma hérna. Manfred zoom. Hello and welcome back. Welcome back. We're joined by the new Icelandic champion, Guðmundur Gjertason. How does it feel?
It feels pretty good.
What were your expectations going into the tournament?
Well, I prepared very well. I've been preparing very hard for like a month, and my goal was to finish like top 3. Well, I always wanted to win the tournament, but sometimes I can go a little like ahead of myself.
Yeah.
And,
I mean, you can play. I mean, you can beat almost anybody. But sometimes, you know, the weakness is also you reach too far sometimes. So
I thought, you know, top 3s like would be a healthy goal.
Yeah.
And yeah.
You also been playing a lot. Well, this year, last year. So I mean, your form quite good, do you think?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
And I was also putting a lot of emphasis on, you know, like eating healthy and exercising.
Yeah, quite important to have the energy because
Yeah.
also usually you're playing the longest game, so you need the energy.
Yeah.
You know, you had 3 rounds in a row where you were playing the longest
in my last
game.
tournament, I could really feel that, where I had like 3 of the longest games of the rounds, like after like 3 or 4 rounds. And then we had a day with a double round, and I lost both games against low rated players.
Yeah.
And so I was just exhausted and I couldn't really focus. So yeah, so I think that the free day really helped me.
But you tend to have the longest game, so would you say that's because of your style? You tend to play positional
yes,
and aim for a good end game?
Yeah, probably because I'm happy to play, you know, an end game with some slight chances.
Yeah.
Just press, and probably because of my style. I mean, I'm not particularly like trying to. So
do you have any favorites among the top GMs? Do you maybe like Magnus because of these similarities? Or?
I guess so. I mean, it's a very universal player, but also, I mean, he's very good at end games. But I think Kramnik also. I've been a fan of him. And when I was like 7, I read.
Did you have his old red book?
Yeah, I have it, I think, but I haven't really read it. Probably read the introduction.
Okay. Yeah, it was one of my early favorites.
Yeah. No, but I read the Karpos book, or some book.
Yeah.
With the Karpos games. Yeah, that was when I was like 7 or something, and after that I improved a lot.
So you tend to prefer positional players?
I think I like playing any kind of chess, you know. Yeah, I don't try to go for any particular like game. I just try to be ready for, you know, what comes up. I also enjoy, you know, like crazy complex positions.
Yeah. I want to maybe ask you about maybe your opening preparation for the tournament.
Yes.
Is it correct that you tend to maybe select maybe one weapon for a tournament? Or I noticed in this tournament you played the Dutch in almost every game with black.
Yes.
But I mean, you played it before, I think, but not as your main weapon.
No, now it is like a serious preparation.
Yeah.
Normally my opening preparation is not very deep.
Okay.
Yeah, but I prepare very well for each game. So yeah, so sometimes I can, and I played a lot of different stuff. So so usually I'm quite well prepared for each game. But yeah, for this tournament, yeah, I did some work on the Dutch. But it doesn't matter how much time you have, it always feels like you don't have enough time.
Yeah, no.
And so I didn't really do much work on other openings.
Okay. But any special reason why you went for the Dutch? Any inspiration or Nakamura or Kamsky? Or?
I just wanted to play. I don't like playing like passive defensive chess with black, where you're just playing for like almost for 2 results.
Yeah.
Just like, you know, taking more risks, and if I'm well prepared, like in the Dutch, it's a very playable opening. and the ancients don't really understand it always.
Okay.
It's similar to the kings and
Yeah.
so you can
Yeah,
do
exactly.
some good preparation, and even if white is very well prepared, you will just get a complicated game, and you can play for a win with black. So that was
Yeah.
that's my goal.
Yeah, like today, I mean, okay, at one point your opponent maybe had a chance late in the game, but otherwise it looked most of the time quite okay for you.
Yes.
Maybe even early the computers were preferring your position.
Yeah. Well, he surprised me with knight a4.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I felt like that's.
Yeah, maybe you can talk about the game today.
Yeah, sure.
So we had the Leningrad and yeah, talked about here. Here you have a choice, maybe c6 or playing with what a5 and queen e8.
Yeah.
c6 maybe more solid.
Yeah, I think c6 is good. But there are also other options, of course. Yeah, rook b1 is definitely a serious option for white.
We went a5, stopping b4.
Yeah, there are also other moves, knight a6, for example.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is quite critical, I think. King a8 is normal. And then there have been some, yeah, rook d1 is more common.
Yeah. And he said, okay, this had been played a couple of times or something. He just wanted to.
He said it had been played 2 times. And he told me that Stockfish liked it.
Okay.
And he said that black should go, yeah, according to the engine, black should go rook a7 or rook a6.
Yeah, but that looks.
Yeah, I didn't feel like playing such a move.
Yeah.
Yeah, knight d4 looked interesting. I mean, when I played knight d4, yeah, I had to spend some time on it because I had to evaluate the position after queen d3, like later in the game. Yeah, after
Yeah, after the first
happened.
sequence, after this, yeah. Here queen a5, the knight has to move.
Yeah.
You take queen d3, yeah.
Yeah, rook a6, and take. Yeah, this was what I had to evaluate, and I felt like because this seems more or less forced, seems like white's best line, I guess. Yeah, and I was thinking about some knight g5 moves, but I thought I should have something. Yeah, he didn't like d5. Yeah, that's probably what I would play. I probably have to play. Yeah, I probably should go d5, but I'm not sure how this position is. Maybe it's quite okay.
Yeah, I think the computers were around equal, maybe minus 0.2 or something. So it's nothing too critical.
At this point?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Because yeah, Hjörvar thought that this should be good for. He thought the knight e4 should not be good.
Yeah, so after bishop e3 maybe.
Can we see what happens after? Knight e4. Knight e4. Well, he wants to go bishop e3. Yeah, okay. Yeah, maybe there's some other option. Yeah, but it just made sense, He goes knight a4 to. If I can put my knight on e4, it makes a lot of sense. But the Stockfish likes it for white. Yeah, but I knew that if he doesn't play knight d6, I would have knight d7. I thought. I mean, I wasn't sure about the position, but I don't trust the engine's evaluation completely.
Yeah,
it just looks like an interesting position. Because now, if I go knight d7 directly, then he has knight g5, of course. So, but.
Yeah, we had that knight d7 here. And knight g5, yeah.
Yeah, so.
Okay, then, yeah, it seems like you survived the opening and wasn't anything critical.
Yeah, so I was quite happy at this point.
So maybe.
Yeah, I didn't like bishop e3. I was expecting that. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Well, if he doesn't have, if bishop e3 is the only thing that he has, then black should be. That's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, look quite solid. So I mean, okay, nothing maybe special happened after that. One point maybe where he could, after Queen G5, where he had some chances. So maybe that was that, and maybe the first round. Maybe the only opportunities were when or moments where you were in danger of losing the whole tournament. Maybe.
Yeah, in the first round, well, there I was taking some risk because
Yeah.
I mean I saw a drawing line before I went Queen F4. Yeah, I think I can go Bishop F3 and should be a draw.
Yeah,
And,
so in the first against Hendrik.
And then
maybe at one point he had
and
a
also
chance.
the chance that he had, it was not so simple to see.
No, exactly.
And yeah, I actually saw it, so I was very happy when he took on C6.
Yeah.
No, but that game against Hedin, yeah, there I was definitely very close to losing.
That was in the second round, though.
Yes, but okay, then later I was just completely winning in time trouble. But then he found like a really nice way to make a draw. So yeah, I mean overall I'm just very happy with my play.
Yeah.
Just playing. I mean I didn't lose a game in the tournament. I don't remember when was the last time that happened.
So yeah, you managed to string together a good tournament. And it's always like every chess player string together a good tournament where everything goes right for you.
No, I mean seriously, I don't remember like a serious strong tournament where I have not lost a game.
Yeah. Even when you got your first GM norm, you did lose a game.
Yeah, I lost one game probably.
Yeah. So okay, when you saw Hannes gave up, he agreed to a draw. I mean, maybe mixed feelings. Okay, I'm champion, but I still have to make a draw.
Yeah, it didn't
I'm
really.
slightly worse.
It didn't really go through, and probably still hasn't gone through.
No, so you just focus on the game still then.
Yeah, I mean, I tried to just for the whole tournament. I just tried to focus on each game, one game at a time, and just I always said I'm just gonna do my best, and and we'll see what happens.
Okay, but for now, any future plans for tournaments? You're of course hoping to get selected for the Icelandic Olympiad team, I guess.
Yes.
You're making a strong case after this tournament.
Yeah.
But,
I think the winner goes directly.
okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
some on the team.
We'll see. I think the team is announced today or tomorrow.
Okay.
So we'll see.
And yeah, I mean, of course, I'm very happy with that. And
But of course, the future goal is GM. Now you have 2 norms.
yeah, I just want to finish that. Yeah, I'm playing very well now, so hopefully I can finish this year. Then I'm gonna play a tournament, like a closed team tournament in Finland.
When is that?
On the 20th of June.
Oh, okay, so there's 3 weeks.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And then and I'm going to a Russian chess camp
Okay.
in St. Petersburg.
Okay. Khalifman or?
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's,
Some strong players, hopefully.
yeah, but it will be interesting.
Yeah.
And then after that, yeah, I guess I'll just, I don't know, maybe I'll stay in Russia until the Olympiad.
To the Olympiad, yeah.
Yeah, just hopefully they won't cancel it.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for stopping by. Congratulations. Say hi to Oli, I think he's watching. So I think things have more or less finished. So while we were on the break, and the candidates, they managed to beat Hallgerður. And we had, hang on a minute, we had this position, bishop takes a3. And she played knight c4, she wants to exchange some pieces here, but now Sigurdardóttir played a cheeky move here, knight e to d3. And the plan is after knight takes a3, knight b4, the queen is trapped, and what's more, after rook takes e5, knight takes a2 covers the rook, so that's how the game ended after knight takes a2. And David actually went too far in his attempts to win against Lenka. The game is still going on. I'm gonna try and find it. We had this after 32 moves. Knight d5. She did take on d5, which he didn't think she would do. And he took with a rook. Yes. I mean, e takes d5 looks completely natural, but he took with a rook, which looks like a losing blunder. Knight b4. And the knight is just jumping to c2, winning the exchange.
Strange.
So very strange development in this game. Here he took a rook.
I think knight d5, queen simply has to go maybe to f8.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we were
f8.
talking about it earlier. Queen f8 looks
King c2,
fine.
rook c2. And let's see some further moves. It's the time travel, it's 10 minutes for Lenka. This probably means that Lenka is securing. Well, has Elsa finished? Elsa Maria?
She did not play today, she lost. By default she was sick.
Okay, so she couldn't play, so this means that.
I think she didn't have any chance, any shot for the title.
No, she could have caught up, but would have.
I think it was more than 1 point.
Oh, it was more than 1 point, okay.
I think so at least.
I think she had 5 and Lenka 6.
Oh,
And Hallkir 5.5. Rook
that's
d7.
correct, that's correct.
Yeah, so she could have caught up, but I mean, she had a tough pairing with Black against Christian. So Rook d7. Black is the exchange up. And Queen c6 looks more or less decisive here. With this f7. And Black would be a piece up if Queen c6, rook takes d2, and take on c4. Don't see any tricks.
And
We might even start with taking on e4.
yeah.
Yes, this looks completely game over. I mean f3 then it's rook c2 also. So we might have even have resignation quite soon. So this means that Sigurd Daði has won the candidates, so he will advance to the Masters next year. Lenka is Icelandic champion for the women. And here we have certificate for Guðmundur Kjartansson, who is now Grandmaster Norm.
So the game of today was worth 600,000 Icelandic.
Yeah. Quite an important game. He wins the first prize, and then he gets
50,000.
300,000 Icelandic, about $3,000 for the norm. And he also gains 22 rating points, which puts him at about 2460.
And above all, a place in the national team.
Yeah, the place in the national team. So
he can score another norm and finish the title.
So that was a rule I wasn't aware of. That the champion automatically
Yes,
goes for the team.
yes, he has.
And the Olympiad is actually a very good norm tournament.
I think place in the team and also represent Iceland in the European individuals.
Yes.
He gets also a spot there.
So quite remarkably, I mean, it's almost like Gummi is the only player actually gaining in rating. He gains 22 points.
Oh, took all the rating points.
Yeah, he took all the rating points. Hjörvar loses 9, Bragi loses 10, Helgi loses 5, Hannes loses 2. So only Þröstur gains 4, and then Henrik is about even, Gummi Gísla is about even, and Hjalti about even, yeah. So almost Gummi almost taking advantage of everybody here, more or less.
Lenka played Queen c6, and I'm guessing might.
Yeah, he should just.
It's the best move, huh?
Yeah.
But what is threatened now?
Rook takes d2.
Rook takes d2.
Take on c4.
And nothing to be done. Nothing.
Oh.
We can start by taking on e4 check and then take on.
Yeah, that means if rook takes f7, then rook takes d2.
Yeah.
Queen takes d2 and then maybe take on e4 with check.
Yeah.
Okay.
Threatening Queen f1 mate also.
So what happens after queen d3? No, then it will run also into rook d2, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Queen c6 has been played.
And what about queen f3? Yeah, you lose the rook.
Yeah.
There is almost nothing. Yeah.
Yeah,
There is nothing.
completely over. Yeah, there's nothing.
Yeah.
Uh, for us, then it's time to just wrap things up. Nothing left but to celebrate for the winners. And yeah, for those who regularly tuned in, thank you, and see you some other time. Thank you for watching. Bye bye. Gummi Kjartansson.